What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Leon. This is XP to Level Up, where I give you the experience that you need to get to the next level in your fitness goals or in life in general. Thank you so much for tuning in again. And today, guys, we are going to be talking about never settling until you are content. Okay, now, why do I say content? Because contentment equals happiness, guys. What you are content with will in turn make you happy. Okay, because that's what you're settling for, right? That's what you're content with. And so of course you must find happiness in what you're content with. Okay, now I believe that what your original idea of contentment is influenced by your upbringing, okay, and those around you, but it's not totally defined by it. Okay, but I do believe that what your idea of what to be content with and what your limits are in life are based a lot upon the people around you and who you choose to hang out with, your upbringing, your family, etc. Okay. Now, what your level of contentment is depends on your goals and your aspirations in life. Okay. So if you are content with being a manager at McDonald's and that's what you're content with, then that's where it's at for you. That's your goals and aspirations, and you're content with that. Okay. But if you want more than that, then you won't settle until you get it, okay? And you won't be happy until you're content. So you have to look in the mirror, guys, and you have to ask yourself, okay, am I content, right? Am I content with where I'm at, or could I be doing better? That's a huge question, guys, because I feel like that's something that people need to get real honest with themselves about, because a lot of people think that they're content, but they're just settling. They're just kind of coasting, like I talked about in the last video. They're not really content. They're just, they just think that they are. And so I think that your level of what you think you're going to be content with changes when you realize what you're capable of. I think that a lot of people are content with very little until they expose themselves to doing more than what they believe they could do. I know this from personal experience because I know that I used to be content with living paycheck to paycheck, just being able to eat and survive because of what I've been through. I've been through, worrying about getting food, worrying about shelter and stuff like that. So it's like, for the longest, I was content with just surviving and being comfortable to some degree, right? And when I say comfortable, that doesn't mean like the comfortable you might think. I just mean in terms of hot water, food, shelter, right? Just the basic necessities that made me feel comfortable, like I could sleep at night, So obviously now that I've, I have done things for myself that have made me realize that I'm capable of much more than I thought I was. Now I'm not content with just the bare minimums. I feel like I need a lot more in my life to be content. I don't need to be rich by any means, but I do feel like I need to be financially secure and have an infrastructure that my family can, benefit from when I'm gone. I feel like I have to do that or I will not be content. I will not be content with, a mediocre job, 9 to 5. Like, no, I want my own business. I want my own platform. I want my own schedule. Like, I will not be content until I have those things. So guys, you cannot settle for less, right? The feeling of what you could have been or could be now, but you won't make it happen. This will eat you alive inside, guys, and it will eat you alive whether you decide to admit it or not, okay? If you settle for less and you give up and you think about what it could have been, and you're in a place in your life where it's too late to do what you wanted to do, it will eat you alive. I mean, regret is one of the most painful emotions, and if you don't get the things done that you want to get done in your life, guys, I mean, and you end up realizing that it's too late and you have to settle for less, it's gonna suck. Okay, so don't do that. Now, if you're content with living paycheck to paycheck, okay, just barely getting by, right? That's fine. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like, I can't necessarily tell you that you're less of a person just because of what you're content with, because like I said, what you're content with is based on what you believe you should be content with. It's based on what you've seen around you in your life, okay? Like, let's say your parents, right? You see your parents and what they're doing, you're like, okay, this is where they're at is what I want to get to, and I'm content with that. And if your parents are managers at McDonald's, and that's what you believe is what you need to do to be content, then do that, okay? All power to you. I'm not trying to sit here and say that if you're content with doing less, that makes you a bad person. Just know, like there's no judgment here, but just know that, the example that you set will be what your friends look at, your family will look at, your kids will look at, okay? So it's like, you have to understand, a lot of things in this life we are very selfish about. And we don't realize that a lot of the things that we do for ourselves in this life is to give it to others, okay? Whether that be financially, whether that be, mentally, spiritually, whatever, right? The way that you live your life is going to be looked at by the people that love you in your life. The people that love you, the people that are at a distance on your social media, whatever, okay? The way that you live your life is going to be looked at and analyzed by tons of people around you, okay? And you have to understand that the people that look up to you, the people that respect you, you have to realize that the life that you live is going to sometimes affect the way that they think that their life should be lived because they look up to you, right? Especially like your kids and stuff like that. Like, sometimes you have to realize, guys, that not everything that we do in this life is for ourselves. It's for other people to see what should be done in life, what people should aspire to, what people should aspire to be, right? It's not all about us all the time. So guys, that's about it. A short video today, but I just kind of wanted to just go into what it means to be content, and to understand that what you are content with is what you will be happy with. Whatever that is, it's up to you. But just make sure that whatever it is that you do, achieve that level of contentment before it is too late. Because if you get to that age, or if you get to that place in your life that the things that you wanted were are now out of your control and you can't have them anymore, that's gonna really F with you guys. That's gonna really F with your head. Okay, and you don't want to do that to yourself. Okay, so if you got something from this video tonight, make sure to comment down below what you learned, or if you want to talk about anything, if you want to debate me, go for it. Anything, guys. I don't care how ridiculous it is. Okay, just ask me and I will answer. Okay, and make sure to subscribe. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cut.